I'm Shay Russell from mining.com.au and I am once again coming to you from the Gold Coast Investment Showcase. Now, sitting next to me on my left is David Edwards, the CFO of Alliance Nickel. David, how are you?
I'm really well, thank you. Really enjoying the conference.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. Now, I want to talk to you mostly because you know what? I haven't spoken to a nickel producer today. Can you believe it?
A nickel developer.
A nickel developer. Oh, I've just taken you steps ahead, haven't I?
Soon to be a producer, yeah.
All right, now this is a really exciting project that you've got and out in Western Australia. Mate, talk me through it.
So we're Alliance Nickel Limited. Our project, the NiWest Project, is one of Australia's largest, highest grade, undeveloped nickel projects. And we know that, grade is everything. We've got a globally significant resource. We've got 93.4 million tons with nearly a million tons of contained nickel at 1.04%. So a really good project, located next to all the infrastructure. And we're actually only about 35 kilometers away from Murrin, which is Glencore's project. And that's one of the largest producers of nickel in Australia.
That's fantastic. So basically, you've got a strategic metal with in a strategic location around excellent mining infrastructure, which is great.
Absolutely.
It reduces capex costs down the line.
Absolutely, and it absolutely makes developing the project significantly easier. We were recently awarded major project status by the government, so we've got federal government support. And what that means, it really smooths the path for our approvals processes. So post DFS. We can move straight through into development and get all the approvals that we need to start construction.
And you've also got an important strategic partner on this project as well, haven't you?
Yes, we have. In May 2023, we announced Stellantis, who are about the world's fourth largest car maker. They're brands such as Ram, Jeep, Maserati, Alfa Romeo, a very significant player in the car business. They invested $15 million at a premium of about 100% to our then share price for about 40% of our annual production. So we've got a 5-year offtake agreement on a binding offtake agreement on a take or pay basis. And they've also got somebody on the board. So in regular communication with Stellantis. So that's really interesting. And more recently, we signed a non-binding term sheet with Samsung, who are obviously another significant player in the market. And discussions are continuing with Samsung to look for a similar deal to Stellantis. And what's lovely is that we've got a really good synergy in that Stellantis and Samsung are actually joint venture partners in the US, building gigafactories. So there's a really lovely synergy for us going forward.
It certainly is, especially too as the US is reinforcing or reshoring supply chains as well.
Absolutely, we're an IRA compliant product, so there's a real place for Australian nickel because we expect that our nickel will end up in the US to take advantage of the tax subsidies.
Now also too, just to touch on where nickel sits in an EV battery, I feel like I should have known this information that I did it, but nickel is a critical component in EV batteries because of range, isn't it?
Yeah, so nickel is obviously a key part in NCM chemistry. It's eponymous nickel, cobalt, manganese batteries. And some of the larger vehicles can have 80 to 100 kilos of nickel in the battery. And nickel is what gives the battery capacity and allows the batteries to drive those longer ranges.
Now, one thing, just before we draw today's interview to a close, because I feel everybody needs this information, it turns out that my nail colour is actually the same colour as nickel sulphate when it's produced.
Yeah, so our actual end product, we're actually almost a battery chemicals producer. So we're a miner, but we're going to be a battery chemicals producer, producing nickel sulphate and cobalt sulphate. And your nail varnish is the same colour as nickel sulphate.
Which has blown my mind.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
What a lovely coincidence.
It explains your branding absolutely perfectly.
Absolutely.
Look, there you go, David. Thank you very much. I learned 2 new things in today's chat. Thanks for being here.
Thank you very much.